Hi, I'm Kelly Wilson, Director of the J. Irwin Miller Architecture Program, and I'm happy to introduce you to our building, the Republic. It sits here in downtown Columbus, across from the county courthouse, and the War Memorial, designed by Marianne Thompson. This entrance pavilion, which is a temporary structure designed by Professors Martinez and Santiago with the help of IU students in our program, was meant to extend a sort of welcoming handshake to the community to be introduced to our program and our building, which opened new as of 2 years ago. Walk through the entrance pavilion and towards the door. To the interior. You'll see on the right a classroom. Those are tape drawings, an exercise from visual studies class that are around the building. And our entrance through to the other side. And this is the architectural design studio space where the desks are laid out and where you'll be spending a great deal of your time in our program. On the right-hand side are faculty offices. There's a crit room for pinup, and you'll notice these winches at the right-hand corner of the drafting desks, which allow you to raise or lower the height according to your need and your abilities. As I proceed down the studio side, you'll see there's a great deal of light coming from the north side and wonderful views of the county courthouse building and square. There's a seminar room that sits to my right, a beautiful cherry table and Saarinen chairs, tulip chairs. As I proceed down the right-hand side of this room, lockers, and in that area between the lockers on both sides, there is a printing press, the plotters and printers for your architectural studio work, and a supply cabinet. As I continue, I move into the visual studies area, which is where you'll collect to make visual studies work. We have large pin-up walls, and at the end of the room, as I walk towards it, you'll notice a printing press, which will be introduced to you in subsequent semesters to help develop your understanding of color and color performance and color behavior. The classroom you see beyond is an extension of the Visual Studies studio, and those layout tables will occupy that room for printmaking, and they will be moved into this space for the extension of printmaking this semester. I'm going to walk through this door, show you our paper supply area where you'll collect your drawing paper for visual studies work, a slop sink for cleaning brushes and cleaning your hands, and a flammable cabinet or cabinet for flammable materials. At the end of that hallway to the left is our fabrication lab, but first I'm going to pop into the gallery, the exhibition gallery, that will this semester during the pandemic we'll be using as the third year visual studies permanent easel and desk locations, so that they have a place to work throughout the semester and we don't have to share equipment. Walking down this hallway, another pin-up area to the left for your work. It's very important that you pin your work up and look at it constantly, as it gives you some idea of your progress or goals that you're reaching or not reaching. So rotate the corner, This is the fabrication shops. And so the tools that are in this area are all for woodworking. And beyond, through the glass, you'll see 3D printers, laser cutters. In the back, and there's a vinyl digital printer as well, and cutter. We have a large, generous table saw. You'll see Festools cabineted here, and around the right-hand corner, you'll see the pride of our program in the shop is a state-of-the-art CNC router. And Steve Baker sits inside. He's the director of the shop, manager. We'll return by way of the shop to the parking lot side of the building, which is the north side, so that the unique form of the Republic wasn't marred by a shape on the roof for the air conditioner chillers. This white brick box was built to hold those chillers just so the building's form could not be, or silhouette, be ruined by the shape of a chiller plant. This is one of the two rear entrances, or up front, if you like. It was where the newspaper actually was distributed to trucks after the paper was printed. This area we call the bullpen. It's an area that is for community projects and also faculty offices. As we walk along the south side of the building, you'll notice all these red chairs. This is our auditorium, which for this semester, we're going to remove the chairs, and this is where you, first-year students, will be having your drawing classes for visual studies in this area. That office right there is an important one. That's Rachel Wilkins. She's our program administrator, and you'll be spending some portion of your time talking to her during the course of your 3 years. Another classroom sits at the very end, which is each of the four corners have classrooms, and on this right-hand side is a small holding library that holds a collection of current magazines, circulars, and a number of books are on the back shelf that are books about significant architects. Any book you need can be obtained through the rather large library system at IU. It's a wonderful program. This returns us to the beginning of our trip, which was that side of the building. We have a block of bathrooms on this end, and through this door was the editor and editor-in-chief's offices, which is now Marlene Newman is Associate Director's office to the right, and my office here to the left, and this is where you'll find me almost every day of the week. And through this door, Professor Riley, who runs visual studies, has her office, but this antechamber actually has a good collection of books for visual studies and a place for you to sit and peruse those books. Oh, that'll complete our tour of a walk around through the building. So again, welcome to the J. Irwin Miller Architectural Program.